All right, y'all. We are back with another video, and I've been seeing this going on with Jason Aldean, the country singer. I see that he came out with a new song, and I seen that they saying that now here go the left running out here screaming racism again. You know, when the Sound of Freedom came out, when that movie came out, who did y'all hear? The left and a lot of people in the media. You know what I'm saying? Trying to didn't like the movie, downplaying it, thinking it should have been canceled and all type of stuff. It's like the liberals, they just soon something happened, here they come. Now, me personally, I haven't listened to this song by Jason Aldean just yet, but I'm definitely going to listen to it today to see what is going on now, because these liberals are something else, y'all. Now, I come across this video where y'all was sending me, y'all gave me the timestamp that Candace Owens was talking about Jason Aldean, and she named it, "Is Jason Aldean going to lynch me?" Wow. Now, this is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. Like I said, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody that's been showing so much support, everybody that's been leaving positive comments in the comment section. And I even want to thank everybody who just clicked on this video for the very first time. I appreciate you as well. Like I said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's see what Candace Owens had to say about Jason Aldean and his new song. And y'all let me know down below, how did y'all like the song? Because like I said, I haven't listened to it yet, but I'm definitely going to listen to it today. Let's go.
All right, guys, happy Wednesday. Let's jump right into the question of the day because I am concerned. Question of the day today is, did Jason Aldean intend to lynch me? Yeah, I know that's what the limousine liberals are saying. A bunch of white liberals have stepped to the plate to remind us once again of the things that we should be fearful of as a black community. And this time it's Jason Aldean. And that's alarming because I know Jason Aldean. I've been to Jason Aldean's house, and maybe they have a point. I don't know. Let's explore it. Plus, a young North Carolina woman is suing the doctors who put her on testosterone at age 17, saying that she needed therapy, not a double mastectomy. That's a really big development in the latest detransition lawsuit. All that and more today, coming up on Candace Owens. So it's not a secret that approximately 3 years ago, my husband and I packed up from Washington, D.C. and moved to Nashville, Tennessee. We didn't know anybody at all. We had no friends. We had no family nearby. And one of the first people that reached out to me and offered me a hand of friendship and introduced me to a ton of locals was Brittany Aldean. Brittany Aldean and her husband, Jason Aldean, with welcome arms. I went to a party that they were hosting, and I met pretty much everybody because they are very well loved and respected in this town. They're very involved in charity. If you follow them on Instagram, you already know this. So you have to imagine my surprise, now that I've been friends with them for almost 3 years, when I learned on the internet from white liberals that no. This friendship, that's not why they extended it because they wanted to be friends with me, but rather because they wanted to lynch me. Yeah. Now, usually when I see the word lynching being circulated around by white people, I almost always know that it's a hoax because people don't just get up and lynch people nowadays. We don't live in the 1930s, but of course we have people that want black people to believe this so that we instantly do whatever they want us to do, that we instantly attack, whether it's a person or an institution. As long as they dangle the word lynching, we're all supposed to be immediately outraged. That's how it usually works. But I thought I better explore this one. Maybe there's something to it. First came a set of tweets from individuals that I've never heard of. First and foremost, Shannon Watts. She tweeted, "Proud to have had a hand in getting CMT to reject this racist and violent song." And then she shows a headline, "CMT pulls Jason's controversial Try That in a Small Town video."
Wow.
And I'm realizing, oh my God, he released some music and he released a video. And obviously it must be racist and violent because Shannon Watts, a white liberal, says that it is. We carry on. Chris Willman, he's a writer for Variety, a senior music writer for Variety. He wrote, "I keep wondering where the disconnect exists in a mind like Jason Aldean's. Like, he says he was celebrating homespun virtue. He really doesn't get that. To the rest of the world, it sounds completely menacing." Obviously, what must be in this video must be extremely scary. And then a no-name Sheryl Crow, another liberal, leaned in and said, "At Jason Aldean, I'm from a small town. Even people in small towns are sick of violence. There's nothing small town or American about promoting violence. You should know that better than anyone, having survived a mass shooting. This is not American or small town like. It's just lame.
Wow.
Wow. I
All
didn't
these
know
folks are
Sheryl
just
Crow was
attacking
concerned
Jason
with
Aldean
lyrics of
like
music.
this.
We'll get to that later
These
because
liberals.
obviously what he put out must have been so bad and so violent and so racist that white people have to remind black people to be angry and upset about it. Didn't see any black people upset about it at all. But now that we know that we have to, let's dive into why. So I at first consulted the lyrics of this controversial song, and here are just the first opening lines. It starts with, sucker punch somebody on a sidewalk, carjack an old lady at a red light, pull a gun on the owner of a liquor store. You think that's cool? Well, act a fool if you like. Cuss out a cop, spit in his face, stomp on the flag and light it up. Yeah, you think you're tough? Well, try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. Around here, we take care of our own. Oh, okay, so he's saying that you shouldn't carjack an old lady, that you shouldn't be spitting on the American flag. And that's where I knew that that was going to become controversial, because the thing about liberals is you have to hate the flag, and it's a good thing to burn the flag and to spit on the flag and to insult veterans. So I'm starting to understand what exactly it is that Jason Aldean did. It's more of what he didn't do. He forgot that he's supposed to hate America. Then I decided to take a look at his controversial video that CMT is now pulling, right, which is super interesting because of the videos that we know are allowed to stay on virtually every music network that exists. And here's a clip of it. Take a while. Now you get it.
Wow.
That looked like an Antifa riot to me. He's standing in front of an American flag, singing somewhere, and he's showing clips of what looks to be like white people that are dressed in all black and throwing things and burning the American flag. Yeah, your typical liberal Los Angeles, New York City riots that Antifa typically sponsors and the left says is fine, we're going to bail them out of jail. That is what Jason Aldean has gotten wrong. And of course, these sorts of riots don't take place in small towns because people still have values, people still respect the police, people still respect one another. And that is that is exactly what Jason is saying. Jason is from a small town. It's the reason why he doesn't want to live in one of these cities. It's the reason why he's not living in the middle of a Hollywood mansion, because he knows that those values don't match his own in the way that he grew up. So obviously, this is why they are upset about it, but it is glorious the way in which they try to problematize this video, which if you are a sensible person, you would say, of course, riots are wrong. Of course, attacking random people like an old lady or a police officer because you're upset about something is completely wrong. But these aren't normal people that we're dealing with. So instead, that person that I just read for you, his tweet, Chris Willman, the senior music writer and chief music critic at Variety, attempted an article to problematize the music videos in ways that obviously nobody could have possibly seen, right? I'm just going to read you some clips from a couple of lines from this article.
It's getting crazy out here, y'all. It's getting crazy.
First off, the title is, Jason Aldean already had the most contemptible country music song of the decade. The video is worse.
Wow.
Aldean's Try That in a Small Town is close to being the most cynical song ever written about the implicit moral superiority of having a limited number of neighbors, which is saying something, given how many attempts to write the Great American Small Town Anthem are generated in a single year. It's just, you could just feel the ick falling off of this writer. He hates people that live in small towns, and he thinks that we are morally inferior. That's the implication of a sentence like that. But then here's really where they do the call out to Black America of why we need to be the ones that are rioting against this music video. He says, crazy. The setting outside the Maury County Courthouse in Columbia, Tennessee, has proven upsetting for some. For who, Chris? Because it ain't for Black people, and you know it. We're just your human shields
really
as you
attack
Jason
about this
because you
song,
don't like the fact
liberals.
that he doesn't support transing the children. It's why it's upsetting for some, as he says. It's where in 1927, a white lynch mob dragged a young man named Henry Choate through the streets behind a car before finally hanging him from a second-story courthouse window. Oh, okay, we got it, guys. This is why Black people should care. So the writer did his due diligence and said, how can we make Black people care about this song? I'm going to research anything in the song and figure out how it can be racist. Is it a courthouse in Columbia, Tennessee? Oh, okay, what can I find? Okay, I'm going to go back to 1927 1927, and tell you what happened at this courthouse, which is the reason that nobody should feature it. Fun fact, right? First and foremost, Columbia is an incredibly small town, which is just a few miles down the road from Jason's house. So he probably shot it there because he doesn't like to travel too far away from his family. Columbia, Tennessee is where I frequent. It's where my assistant, Savannah, is from. It's a wonderful little town. People that have great principles and morals who have welcomed me with warm arms since I moved down here to the South. I love Columbia, Tennessee. It's where I get all my plants for gardening. So there's no conspiracy theory here. He shot it because it was local to where he lives. And guess what? He's not the only person that has shot something in front of that courthouse, and yet this Variety reporter must have missed it. Yeah, no, Hannah Montana, the movie, yeah, that was shot in front of this Columbia court.
Y'all know, like, the crazy thing about this, like I said before, I haven't watched the video, but just seeing that little clip, it sounds like the song sound pretty good. Now, like I said, I will go back and watch the video to see what is going on. Like, with me just kind of watching the whole video to try to see. Because, like, when it comes to these liberals, bro, they just pick out anything and try to cancel it. Just like I mentioned before. Just like they were, like, all last week and stuff, they talking about the sound of freedom, trying to cancel that, trying to downplay that. When there's something that needs to be shown so more parents can be alert with their children, make sure you ain't letting your children just wander away and stuff, because you got some crazy people out here in this world. But every time somebody try to do something good or point out something that's going on in the world, here come the liberals trying to downplay it, trying to cancel it. Now they got CMT to take the video down, so I'm thinking, okay, did they take the video down because they didn't want to deal with the backlash that the liberals going to be doing to them and harassing them and stuff like that? So I'm up here looking like this. That'd be the only way that CMT pulled this video, because they feel like, okay, well, everybody talking about it, so let's just pull the video down because we don't want to get harassed. We don't want to be thrown in the fire or saying that we promoting it because we leaving it up. But, man, I'm telling you, these liberals just come out of nowhere. Every time something come out, it don't matter if it's a movie, a TV show, it don't matter what it is. Here they come, complaining. And now, like she said, I ain't seen any black people, like, complaining about it. I mean, me personally, I haven't seen any black people talking about it. So, like, that's why I say I definitely got to watch the video, y'all, to see what's going on. And I'll probably end up doing, like, another video to try to, give y'all my response of what I think of the video. So that's definitely what I'm going to have to do. But let's keep it going, though.
Courthouse in a certain scene. Take a look.
Travis, please let me explain.
Explain what? Are you making fun of me? Laughing at me? Lying to me this whole time?
Oh my God. Hannah Montana, the movie, was actually a promotion of lynching black people. Said nobody ever. Nobody cared because they weren't upset with Miley Cyrus because Miley Cyrus leans left. Jason Aldean responded to this madness, because it's obviously madness, by writing this. He wrote, "In the past 24 hours, I have been accused of releasing a pro-lynching song, a song that has been out since May, and was subject to the comparison that I, direct quote, was not too pleased with the nationwide BLM protests. These references are not only meritless, but dangerous. There's not a single lyric in this song that references race or points to it, and there isn't a single video clip that isn't real news footage. And while I can try and respect others to have their own interpretation of a song with music, this one goes too far. As so many have pointed out, I was present at Route 91, where so many lost their lives. That's the Las Vegas shooting. And our community recently suffered another heartbreaking tragedy." He's referring to the Nashville shooting, which took place at Covenant. "No one, including me, wants to continue to see these senseless headlines or families ripped apart. Try that in a small town for me. Refers to the feeling of a community that I had growing up, where we took care of our neighbors regardless of differences of background or belief, because they were our neighbors, and that was above any differences. My political views have never been something I've hidden from, and I know that a lot of us in this country don't agree on how we get back to a sense of normalcy where we go at least a day without a headline that keeps us up at night. The desire for it, that's what this song is about." Yes, Jason, and that is exactly why they are attacking you, because you are talking about normalcy. And we now live in a society where they want to normalize the abnormal. They want to normalize people looting and rioting and attacking police officers and spitting in their faces and putting it onto TikTok. So yes, that is the reason that you are being attacked. You are a little too normal. Here's the truth, by the way, about country music in case you've missed it. The truth is that country music isn't country anymore. It's a bunch of people that have just very little talent, like Maren Morris, calling for people with the most talent, like Morgan Wallen and Jason Aldean, to be canceled because they are country. For them, they wear country face, Maren Morris and these types, right? They pretend to like country music, but they despise country fans. They hate you if you live in a small town. They hate the small town lifestyle. They hate the small town values.
Preach,
they resent
Candace,
you.
preach.
For them, wearing a cowboy hat is a costume, not a way of life, not a rancher or a farmer. They want to put on cowboy boots when they go out on town in Nashville for a bachelorette party. Again, it's country face. And when these people who wear country face want to assert their own values, which are left-leaning California limousine liberal values, they do that by attacking the last relics of real country music. And I despise that, and I despise them. So what is the real reason that they're huffing and puffing and gritting their teeth at Jason Aldean? Well, because Jason Aldean and Brittany are not quiet about their politics. Brittany Aldean took a strong stance, as she should have, against transing children, as any moral adult would take a stance against. And because she never backed down to the mob and she said, loving your children, it is not under the—
But y'all can tell though, man, it's like, why do stuff come to this? Why every time somebody is doing something right, it's always a group of people, especially like liberal, they just gotta keep on stepping in, trying to call something racist all the time. Oh, I don't like that video. That video might go number one. Let's just say it's racist because he did this, because the video showing them spitting in cops' face or burning a flag or this and that. Let's just say it racist. Let's try to get this video canceled. So they did it enough to make CMT take the video down. Man, this is crazy, y'all. Like, I really don't know what the word comes to. Every time you turn around, somebody trying to cancel somebody. They're trying to cancel Jason Aldean. They tried to cancel Roseanne Barr. I mean, come on. Who else they gonna cancel next? Like I said, I can't wait to see this video. I gotta see this video.
the guise of affirming care to do something as horrific as altering their bodies before they are an adult and can make sound decisions. They have decided that Jason Aldean and Brittany are on their liberal list. And what better way to get somebody off your liberal list than turning to Black America and telling them, you need to care about this. Jason Aldean is going to lynch you all. That's what he wants. He's through this courthouse. Yeah, no, downtown in Columbia, that is a iconic symbol of Columbia, Tennessee, not because of a lynching, but because it's a super small town and it's one of the oldest structures that's ever been there. That's the reason why. If you take a look around you, you could problematize anything, of course. Has anybody ever gone through the lyrics and the locations of rap songs or other pop culture songs? No, this has never been done in the history of music. No one's ever done this. No one's ever problematized the environment that a singer is singing in. Because if you did that, we probably would have no music. And what is the music, by the way, that we have today? Sheryl Crow seems concerned about lyrics. I'm just wondering where she is. If you're concerned about lyrics and you're concerned about Black America, there's probably a lot of rap music that you could go through. Aren't you guys the same people that stood up and applauded when Cardi B?
And she right about that. If they talking about trying to cancel him, oh, you ought to hear some of this rap music. What about these rap videos where they showing, making it seem like people then got shot and they hitting the ground with blood and stuff all over them? What about all that? Those type of videos are still up. But they ain't gonna say nothing about that. And I can get what Candace saying now. Some rap videos I can say be okay, but you do got some that be like, I mean, every time you turn around, it's guns firing, making it seem like people done got shot, blood everywhere. People, like, come on. If a lot of you watch rap music or seen a lot of rap videos, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And this is what Candace is alluding to right here. Miss Sheryl Crow. And I don't even know who that is.
He got a Grammy for WAP.
Oh, I remember that.
Where was Sheryl Crow on that? Was she upset?
That.
Was she saying that that's not good music to put out on the airways? Is she concerned about all of the music that rappers create that glorify violence, that glorify nudity, that glorify drugs, that glorify gang culture, a lot of it which is shot in places where actual Black Americans are shot and killed? Was she ever been concerned when Cardi B says, blood gang bitch? Is that at all concerning? I'm just wondering if we're all here and we're critiquing music, what about Sam Smith? Let's critique some music. Let's out there that's allowed to stay on the charts, that nobody is saying the music video needs to be taken off.
A lot of it.
Because it's not just Black Americans. Of course, it's white Americans as well. Music has grown derogatory and disrespectful. And it's promoting sexuality, it's promoting perversity, it's promoting drugs, it's promoting violence, it's promoting criminality, and nobody cares.
I just said
Here's
that.
one. Sam Smith, Unholy. He literally dresses as Satan, okay, when he performs at the Grammys, and they say, yay!
Nobody said nothing.
You. Sheryl Crow doesn't say anything. She says, that's fine. Lyrics, dirty, dirty boy. You know, everyone is talking on the scene. I hear them whispering about the places that you've been and how you don't know how to keep your business clean. Mommy don't know that daddy's getting hot at the body shop, doing something unholy. He sat back while she's dropping it. She be popping it. Yeah, she put it down slowly. Let's go to Ariana Grande. She's another pop icon that people like very much. She had the song that was called Side to Side.
Right now. She's exposing.
Now, if you're thinking that this is like the Electric Slide or the Hustle, no, do the Hustle. No. Her lyrics are, I've been here all night, I've been here all day, and boy, got me walking side to side. Yeah, that's about Ariana Grande getting railed all night by a boy, and now she can't walk the following day. So there we go. It's another lyric from that same song. This the new style with the fresh type of flow. Wrist icicle, ride bicycle. Come true, yo. Get you this type of blow. Okay, if you're into that. Just wondering where Sheryl Crow is on that now that she's become the moral arbiter of music. There's another song that is currently number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100. It is called F You Mean by Gunna. This sounds exciting. What are the lyrics? I'm about to pour up some syrup. Yeah.
Drugs.
Effing this bitch like a perv. Yeah.
Alcohol.
Smack from the back, grab her perm. Yeah. Ice the burr on all you lil turds. Can't take that away. She turned in my own lane. We can't merge. Suck with no hands. You can learn. I probably should have issued some sort of a warning. I didn't know where that was going to head, but it's number 7 on the Billboard charts, and I don't think I've read any articles about it being banned anywhere because moral depravity is allowed. What's problematized is people respecting the flag, standing up for their neighbors, people that are standing up for police officers who have been disrespected in this country over the last decade in a way that should disgust any person that has a moral compass, which the majority of these limousine liberals do not. It is a trend to them. Put a black person in front of you, tell them why they should be outraged, and hope that they act like a puppet and attack the thing that you're outraged about. Well, far from that, I am now calling on every single person that listens to this show, this podcast, who follows me on Instagram, follows me on Twitter. Take time today, whether you like country music or not, to download Jason Aldean's song entitled Try That in a Small Town.
I'm definitely going to have to
because
check that
apparently
out.
Trying out cancellation in a small town isn't working for these people. Because he has the number 1 song in the United States right now, despite them demanding that he be canceled. That's how it works.
Wow.
I think we call that the Streisand effect. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Wow. And that's the number 1 song. Like I said, I know I heard everybody talking about Jason Aldean, and I had to try to figure out what was going on. And I seen y'all was saying that Candace had did a video about talking about Jason Aldean. I was like, okay, because I haven't watched the video. Let's see what Candace got to say about it, to see if, like, what she's saying and how she putting everything. Is they going to make me want to go watch the video to kind of see what's going on? And I'm like, wow, bro, they always trying to counsel somebody, bro. They always trying to counsel somebody. That be the main word now in the world, counseled. Let's counsel him. Let's counsel her. And like, man, come on. This is crazy, y'all. But obviously, it's not a bad song. Because Candace said, hey, make sure y'all go download it. She said, even if you don't listen to country music, even if you're not into country music, go listen to it. So like I said, I'm definitely going to check it out to try to, and like I said, I'll be able to do another video, more than likely to kind of give y'all my feedback of what I think about it. All right, but like I said, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I appreciate all of you for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.